I said, boom. You see how they do a real nigga, man. I be talking to them before they just snap my whole life out the motherfucking internet, dog. They take me out there now. How they tell them? Get about there. I'm trying to drag that line. I said, boom, on live in this bitch. I'm finna go. I was just getting ready to hang the motherfucker up. Y'all ain't had to goddamn end my live like that, y'all through that. Y'all had to end my live like that, through that. Huh?
What about popular sign? Now they saying I go see who else wrote, bitch. Influence on popular culture due to the.
Oh, see what else I dropped today, man. Drop something on that shit. I dropped today, man. I don't understand this. How y'all just take me slap out there like that, down through that. Huh?
Films. Who did the filming?
Pause this nigga. Huh? How y'all just y'all let my son eat all the goddamn chicken about the home, thick ass box chicken? Y'all know baby boy don't bullshit. Some of that shit right though. Nah, he popped my home with him up. I done got down. Look, man. Look, man. I just trying to get through dropping that shit. I go to sleep though through that. These niggas snap me all the time again. Just goddamn, just went to going crazy on me like that down through that. Fuck wrong there you go. What is it? That me? Part 2. Okay, we back in this bitch. See them lying. Oh, God ain't okay with it there. Backside of the globe deception now. Wanna go there? So Japan in the West, huh? The fuck, huh? Huh? What kind of fool this shit, huh? I'll just be tripping, man, with this shit, man. Military explosive plant in Tennessee blown to smithereen. Nigga said lied. See what that nigga talking about. Oh, I gotta turn the goddamn Bluetooth off. See what that nigga said the talking about. This nigga ever goddamn catch on, but he gonna be a fool that flat earth.
Who that?
This nigga don't even go live like that. He even got stuck going live like that.
Yeah, show up on berets and eat all the nigga. Yeah, man.
Let me get about this nigga shit before this nigga go crazy. My shit ain't monetized though, nigga. Ain't fuck with me, nigga.
You say what this brother said, I rock it. So I ordered one day.
Yeah, my nigga said. That nigga that true. But he gotta get on his flat earth shit though. He'll never do that. He let young Pharaoh tell him what the fuck it is. Instead of thinking for herself. I said, I'm up in this bitch. I said, boom. See, now I'm a little couple of folk. I ain't come back, so now I'm back talking to myself, y'all. They just goddamn took myself till I started, right? I need to run that nuclear goddamn, that fake nuclear shit and show y'all. But they just told on themselves. But I can let the baby bust it down for y'all. So they got cameras out there that can withstand the nuclear blast. Cause they got cages and shit around. But this shit gonna end the world, but it ain't gonna end the camera. It ain't gonna end the cages that the camera's in, but this shit gonna end the world. Man, Tesla was trying to give us free energy and telecommunications and TV and all the internet access and all the shit that they got now. And they came and used the technology to fool the world with a nuclear blast with the job that they died it out. That what the fuck happened. No view. I ain't getting no views, and I just got through motherfucker. I just got through goddamn talking to my folks down through. That what channel was on? On Fed 5. Hold up. Put 3G in there like that. So I ain't getting no motherfucking view. God ain't promised you that. This is right here. Niggas still watching.
They later said he went to ground zero with it. To ground zero.
All the way back on there.
To ground is the second lowest
all the way back
trade
on this channel. Go back.
They later said he went to ground zero with when this see. You don't see that they fake the phenotype.
Now they we gonna run it all the way.
Same niggas you just docked on you and get in your mouth and all that. These same folks. It is impossible to to provide exact number of American industries found in Japan. You ain't got shit over there. Except the shit don't be connected, why did? As investment and trade constantly fluctuate and covers a vast range of products and services. However, reports of foreign direct investment, FDI, and trade can highlight the specific sector where the U.S. has a strong presence, including manufacturing, finance, technology, and entertainment. I'm gonna show you these niggas daddy, man. Widespread presence. The U.S. has a major economic presence in Japan, with numerous of well-known American companies operating through their subsidiaries and the business arrangements. Key sectors. Bring this shit back down. Key sectors. Historically significant U.S. foreign direct investments has been. You know, when they closed all the steel industries up over here and all that shit, we was complaining about our environment and pollution and emissions, and we was talking about niggas getting sick and all that shit. They ain't look out for our well-being. They shut their corporation down and went cross seas and opened their business and opened up sweatshops with them little foreign children, them little you remember that? I had them little children over there working, goddamn, them motherfuckers be working 6, 7, 8 years old and fatty for the net thing. Huh?
Hey, somebody type something up in their chat.
But they going to play like Korea. Yeah, but they want over to pull them a goal and shit, yeah. Then everything started being made in goddamn Korea, then it started being made in China. All American shit. It's American, but it's made in China. See, I don't remember that type shit, okay. Okay. I want to see what comes. American brands have successfully integrated into the Japanese market includes technology like Apple. We're going to go see it on Apple, Google, Microsoft, and IBM. Okay. That sounds like some goddamn internet technology computer shit. Okay. Goldman Sachs. That sound like Goldman Sachs. That's the building that dropped the 9/11, man. What up, Cherry? Hold that corner, baby. Cause I gotta hurry up now. Ain't that the building, Goldman Sachs building I be talking about all the time? Huh? Y'all hit up how to talk about. I said, I said, you ain't taking that on here. It's in your loot.
So they got my shit so fucked up. I can't see nobody typing on the True Live, but I see myself typing right here. And I see some folks up there with the red dot live up there. See? See how messed up they got to make a shit? That sound good. Somebody type something in there, somebody boom up in that bitch, or goddamn, or put an 8 up in that bitch. So I gotta start checking on my chat, man. I don't be paying no attention. These folks got my shit fucked up.
The bag you cop from Saxville. Didn't tell you that Sax, there's my Anglo-Saxons. So that's Ashkenazi, right? Thanks Citigroup for the goddamn credit card. I want some more. I want some other shit now. Yeah, I am part of the enslavement. There, let's get it. That sound like some internet computer shit, right? That they probably got technology from the A-Rat and the motherfucker. Cause these motherfucking folks ain't got no sense. These Neanderthals ain't got no sense. They gotta be following somebody's lead. That's what I'm trying to show y'all. They gotta be following somebody. Oh, they coming back. Gotta be following somebody's lead. I see the group for the little. Yeah, I need that little bit. Then they go Wendy's, Starbucks with the little mermaid with the 2 ponytails. That Wendy's with the 2 ponytails. That the logo they show. Yeah, and the Gap.
I can't see over there.
What Gap stand for? Gay American Pride. I'm just saying.
They put an 8 in there if you live. Put an 8 in there, we live right now. I can't see nothing over there. That's why I be thinking all about being that bitch up my nigga right there. I don't believe that 1, 2 niggas. Hey, the son tell you to out of dinner, man. I ain't gotta go to bed. Boom, dude, what up, bro? I'm gonna run this bitch all the way back. Okay, boom.
Levi, the one who got them snatched one leg and the other leg apart to represent how they used to do them slaves. And split them apart and cut their necks about them.
There it is. Okay.
I don't know about that, I'm just saying.
Okay.
What they got over there?
Y'all know what's up.
Major U.S. exports. Nigga, the West feed the world. We the old world. The West feed the world. I showed y'all this shit, man. Matter of fact, let me go back to it.
Well,
I played the video.
Right.
I ain't gonna go back. Cause I be just showing y'all this shit,
Why
man.
you brought me out there?
And it be tripping me out cause niggas still come out with some real shit. They ain't gonna holler about God promise. God ain't promised nobody nothing, man. God the Son, man. Your blessing was to come out your mama womb, open your eyes to creation. That's the blessing. Not be one. You can go right back to begging like he gave you what they wanted. The promise, what he promised them. The land, nigga, that's what you got. Nigga go right back out of my with God and promise. God ain't promised nobody shit, man. Don't owe no nigga shit, none of that. Huh? What I was just out, went too fast. I fucked up. So I be getting that. Okay, boom, I right there, boom. Now let's go in. Exports wide range goods services to Japan, including chemicals, agricultural products, GMO ass food, medical equipment, machinery, big machinery. I just showed y'all big machines coming from there. Pilots aim to expand market access for American companies in Japan has increased two-way investment to boost economic growth in both countries. I know that's real, so this y'all daddy. How you gonna boost it? I'm trying to see what they said about that Coca-Cola there. Why this? Are there American companies in Japan? Let's go. Some well-known American-based companies in Japan is GE, Apple, Dell, IBM, Hewlett Packard, all that computer shit. Google, Coca-Cola. Adidas ran the nigga who made Adidas. We learned in the nigga Jenkins case that the niggas who started Adidas, him and his brother owned Adidas and Puma.
They from Germany. They were Germans.
But that Coca-Cola,
and they were German.
It's a brother-sister company of Columbia Pictures. And them the ones that was putting that Coke in the Coca-Cola. See? They came to get the Coke. That's why I keep telling them they owe me for my dope. See? The Coca-Cola company.
I'm glad I be goddamn redoing this shit, because I ain't say what I supposed to say. And they was German. His brother's name was Adolf. They owned it, Puma and Adidas. So them Germans, right? Because this is where they working through the Germans there and through the Khazarians there. This is where that double-headed thing is coming in that these the motherfuckers who wrote that shit. By God promise. See, I go back further than other people go back. That's why I can wipe their religion off.
The Coca-Cola company one.
See, that's why I don't do the religion shit, because I know that's where it came from. I know all I gotta do is stay in tune with that sun, the light of the world, and keep it real. That's why I see through this shit. But some people don't go back far enough.
The most prominent American companies in Japan since 1957. Let's walk them down. Let's walk them down. Let's lay them down. Some well-known American base. I had to make sure I got it. So check this out. There are approximately 120 U.S. military installations in Japan, making it the country with the most U.S. bases in the world. What? These facilities are used by United States forces. Japan. United States Forces, Japan. But y'all think y'all the rawest military world, and y'all think y'all done went over there and set up shop, they planted some flags over there. Nah. I tell y'all nigga wake up one day and our Air Force gonna be being ran by some foreign entities, and y'all ain't gonna know what the fuck going on. They ran by foreign entities now. Israel tell the United States what to do now. But what they gonna do in Japan, and when China put down on Russia, and Russia put down, see, Russia gonna put down on Trump. See, he Ashkenazi, but the Khazar, the Russian, he with China. China gonna bag the Russian. Right? Right?
Yeah.
And Japan got America by way of who? The Ashkenazi, because it's Cesare who brought the J, the big J in Japan. I'm finna show y'all this shit now. But Russia the one shared the torch with them niggas and let them share the crown because they're their brother, the Ashkenazi Jew. They running that little goddamn Middle East script. On everybody, they can't have no nukes. And then it's Islam, it's Judaism, it's Islam. No, we Jew, no, we Islam. For all these years, when they come out of this story, Abrams nutsack, they wrote. So okay, let's keep going. So we and Tim is 120 U.S. military installations in Japan, making it the country with the most U.S. bases in the world.
Share this video out, man.
Don't think too fast on that. Think seriously on that. Think seriously on that, my nigga. I'm gonna show y'all this shit. AI don't like me. I don't like that big nigga. It includes major bases like Kadena Air Base, Yokota Air Base, and fleet activities Yokosuka, along with a large number of small sites. The islands of Ikunawa, that wa is, that wa. We learned about that wa. We on that wa now. Hold the largest concentration of these bases. The largest concentration of these bases, huh? Total installation approximately 120. Boy, okay, boom. We good. Let's go. Boom. The country automobile industry. Toyota all up through this bitch, which is the second largest in the world, dominates the industrial sector, with Toyota being the world's largest manufacturer of cars. Japan is often ranked among the world's most innovative. We asking about America in Japan. That's Japan in America. The fuck is you talking about? Man, hold on. And my son walking in that bit. Let me know he finna eat all the damn chicken though. Probably eating the rest of them now. Yeah, we asking about America and Japan now. What this shit say? Brands such as Levi LB and Champion stock on core with classic American looks or commitment to quality. Take, for instance, Levi jeans, which have become a symbol of premium craftsmen in Japan. That nigga still fucking with me. He be coming here fucking with me. Levi the one splitting your ass open. Look at the logo. How they used to tie slave ass, one leg to one horse and one leg to the other, and split the slave ass open. They slap the horses on the ass. Outdoor inspired. Ace did what that shit said. Aesthetics resonate with Japan version and outdoor recreation scene. American brand in Japan thriving through. I don't hear about that shit there. Yes, 5,000 is generally enough. I don't hear about that shit there neither. Boom, now check this out. You say, Jerry? Because these niggas. Okay, for the busted. Why this shit? Now why this shit? Japan does not have its own personal bases in America. The relationship is reversed with approximately 54,000 U.S. military personnel stationed in Japan. What they gonna do with them if they get killed? You think they got a nuke for real though? You think they would have putting down? How they putting down the OD for $1.1 trillion? Think about it now. 54,000 U.S. military personnel stationed in Japan. When we were doing the Kanika case, y'all might not be here, but it was a military nigga on the fucking around kept telling y'all that bitch wasn't right. The bitch lived in Hawaii, but the bitch would wake up every morning and be in Japan. The bitch went to Japan like 2 or 3 motherfucking times. Could read all that shit right from Hawaii. Like the shit was next door or something. I said, nigga, how close goddamn Hawaii or Japan, Korea, all that shit there. Well, ain't it fun? I know it ain't. Y'all still don't get me, dude. This nigga came and put his 2 cents all over the nigga cave with all that bullshit, bitch with a full bed. You go to sleep, this bitch in Hawaii, and you wake up, the bitch be in Japan. They tell you to take us goddamn motherfucking Twitter house, get to the motherfucker. How close is Hawaii, really? I'ma let that go. That's for charity. That's for charity. That ain't for the rest of you. That ain't for you eavesdropping that. That's for charity.
That's why you them time zones and shit.
See what I'm talking about?
Make sure you skip time.
And it's just...
That's why we use them time zones shit. Make sure you skip time. That shit right next door. Just like they saying it's goddamn 55 miles apart now. There used to be 8 miles to separate goddamn Russellville a lot. I thought that 55 was shot at me. I done said it too many times. With 8 miles to separate them motherfuckers Alaska from goddamn Russell. 955. Get the fuck out of here.
The U.S. has numerous military bases in Japan, including the main command for U.S. Force Japan. Boom. But I went back somewhere. Hold up. But that's good enough. Y'all see what's going on. Y'all see what's going on. Let's go over here. Now let me see where I'm going on here. Hollywood big screen era. The tradition to the large-scale production of feature films was established. I told y'all them niggas came with the first Jurassic Park, the motherfucking the land of the lost. That who lost? I know they really lost. Well, what land of the lost? Yeah, God gave you a land, nigga. God, you were born on you what God gave you, nigga. You let these old, I never got you some old God promised you. God didn't promise us shit. He gave it to us. What he gonna give you? Life, nigga. Okay. Was established in the second decade of the 20th century with first major studios opened in 1911.
What the fuck you put a nigga be promising something anyway?
And the golden age beginning in the late 1910s. The industry truly committed its global dominance, global dominance, and introduced sound with films like The Jazz Singer in 1927, leading to the peak of the talkies in the 1930s. 1911, Nestor Film Company opens the first studio in Hollywood. Right. 1915, Carl Lemon opened Universal City. They gonna get Daffy Duck and all of them who started this space shit. And the first giant movie studio. 1910, the golden era of Hollywood begins, marked by the huge increase in feature film production. The big screen. Didn't I told you the big screen that Japan got these whole ass niggas on the big screen? Didn't I tell y'all that? I'm looking at the big script. See, once they start goddamn shit, like once they come out their radio and start giving you a visual, that's what I told you. I ain't watched TV in almost 15, 20 years. The big script, because what perceived on the television is going to be your perception of the world eventually, even when you don't believe it. I remember motherfuckers ain't believe that moon shit. But now they spinning on globes. You see how that work? I don't believe that no more than the man on the motherfucking moon. Though they say. Though used to be the same, because nigga ain't nobody believe that shit. But see, when you perpetuate shit repetitively in a motherfucker head and claim it to be truth and teach that truth to children, that children gonna grow up and teach their children the same bullshit. See, that's how it go. Why watch TV? How they watch it? Hollywood acquired the advanced big screen technology through a mix of house research strategies, strategic acquisitions, and licensings from other companies. The technology emerged globally, with American and European companies playing key roles in developing projectors. Who is these motherfuckers? They dumb. Come on, man. American ain't no whole dumb as hell trying to tell you. Film in widescreen formats that were adopted in the other little shit when they had the little boy going in the cave acting like rockets and coming out rockets and beating it. All that shit come from them Japs, nigga. Why do I tell you? The dawn of cinema and projection. Early pioneer, the invention of modern cinema is a European story. In 1985, the French Lumiere.
Nigga, they like goddamn Japanese. I know Mongolian when I was talking about the Japanese thing. I ran there while I was at work.
That's why I ain't like goddamn literature. That's why I ain't graduate, because I said these the folks wrote us to sleep. Stage play ass niggas. The French Lumiere brothers developed the cinematograph, a device that could project moving pictures to a mass audience. They sold their technology and equipment around the world, spreading cinema quickly. Early American inventors Thomas Edison had developed the kinetoscope, but it was a viewing device of a person or one person, not a projector. You see this? This is what the technology was about, and they used the visuals to install the fear, because the religious fear had got to control everybody. It didn't go, okay. That's the fear. God showed the children putting down this fear on nigga. Why did? Yes, Hollywood has adapted significant technology. They just said it was American based. But then I turned right around and AI said, what? Yes, Hollywood has adopted significant technology from Japan, while China's influence is more recent and largely tied to the growing domestic market of technical capabilities. Who? We know they leaving technology. Y'all can't hide no more, man. No, I don't fit. I am. Y'all goddamn bending that shit over. Now y'all playing the northern and the southern hemisphere and playing the east and the west. That little spot out there far east can be wherever they want to be, depending on who attacking and how they come. And they attacking me and they ain't nothing but a little nigga. Because I don't play. Why did? Digital cameras. Japanese companies like Sony and Canon, the Canon 35mm. And why did they take that motherfucking that P900 off the market when we was zooming to the moon? That was when Dredd was promoting that bitch. They took that bitch off the market. We was telling everybody to go buy you one. You can zoom to the moon with this bitch. They gonna make a money off that bitch and took that bitch off the market. Let go. Cause I gotta get out there. I gotta get to the end of this shit. And digital cinema cameras used by major production studios worldwide. Sony in particular was an early innovator in high-resolution film cameras and pioneer in the first high-definition feature film, Julia and Julia, 1987. We don't give a fuck about that shit. To see, but we already know what's going on. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Let's go. China's technology impact on Hollywood is more recent. Okay, we don't give a fuck about that neither. Give a fuck about that neither. Keep going. Because we going to get to some real shit. Why did? No, Japan did not invent the green screen. The technology came from chroma. Keying was developed in the United States. Early techniques used black and traveling, but as the mass were created in the U.S. in 1918, a chroma keying was further developed in the 1930s, leading to its use in Hollywood films in the 1940s and beyond. Huh? Okay. Why did? Okay. Chroma technology is 100% employee-owned company. Every employee is a shareholder, and the company has been employee-owned since it was founded in 1991. Nah, I'm trying to get to the technology. Y'all got on some bullshit. Huh? Another possibility of Chroma system solution incorporated Chroma ATE, which makes automated test equipment and different company is Chrome. They just Google Chrome Is Chrome a goddamn part of Google Chrome? These Googles, 110 times, 100 times 10 or whatever. Yeah, for storage industries with sales bags and gear. Leading manufacturer high precision optical filters with okay. Chroma color, okay. Well, I'm trying to see the connection though. Location requires companies in the current industry. What they do, develop the manufacture automatic test equipment, power conversion, electrical safety, okay. I want to know who the owners is, fuck all that. I want to know who the employees is. Is a U.S.-based manufacturer and optical filter as an employee-owned business and is publicly traded and shared are not held by outside entities. Who are the entities? Is a publicly traded Taiwanese. Taiwan. Ain't that what they sent them motherfucking folks over there to work over there in Taiwan? That shit was made in Taiwan and made in China. That shit, when they went over to Taiwan and made them work in them, goddamn sweatshops. They closed down all them U.S. buildings and went over and made them children work in them sweatshops made in Taiwan. When they weren't Taiwanese. When our shit being made in Taiwan. Charity, when our shit being made in Taiwan now through there. Taiwanese company that produces precision test and measurement instrumentations and listed on the Taiwan Stock Exchange, and the shareholder information is publicly available. However, this is a different corporation than the Vermont-based Chroma Technology. I don't think so. Fuck it down bad. Fuck it down bad. Taiwan, some more Mongolians. Come on. Stock ticker 2360. I'll get into that later. Because I'm trying to find out who are the entities. The employee entities of Chroma Technology Corp. include leader like CEO Noel Lessel. See, these now I'm gonna look for all these niggas. These ain't never some Jews. Carl Padella, the Chief Operating Officer and Chief Technical Officer Janet Bombardier, as well as the various other employees across different departments like engineering, sales, marketing, and HR. Other entities identified included Chroma Energy Group CEO Ed Rotman and their team, and the founding and management team of the what that shit say? AI? Not do this AI? Do that say AI? What that say? AI company Chrome? Which includes here Jeff Huber. Who would he vote? I just fucking with him. I just fucking with you. I don't know shit. Now watch this though. Watch this. No. What AI say? Bitch ass nigga, why did no Tesla beam technology as imaged by Nikola Tesla is not a real technology used in Hollywood. Hold up. I gotta make y'all wait, and I gotta sip my shit right here. I got tea. Oh, my tea. I gotta sip my tea right now. I gotta sip my tea right now. Gotta sip my tea right down there, right now. Go, we finna get into some shit right now. Watch this, y'all. Watch this, y'all. I said they using Tesla shit. You know I gotta bust them. Gotta fuck with them. Why then? As imagined by Nikola Tesla, is not a real technology used in Hollywood. What? However, his invention and ideas about electricity and particle beams have inspired countless special effects and have been used as a basis for fictional concepts like tractor beams and death rays in movies and TV shows. What? Shh. Take a screenshot. Shh. The fuck? So you mean to tell me all Nikola Tesla shit was some fake shit? That what y'all trying to say right here? Do you hear what AI just said? Huh? No. Tesla beam technology is imagined by Nikola Tesla. It is not a real technology used in Hollywood. Hollywood ain't even serious. What you mean? Hollywood fake it for. However, his inventors and ideas about electricity and particle beams have inspired countless special effects and have been used as a basis for fictional concepts like tractor beams and death rays in movies and TV shows. This what it's all about. Being able to project to the world, to take the minds of the world, or what they gonna perceive the world to be, and what's going on within it. What up, D? What up, my nigga? Why D? Conceptual inspiration. Tesla concept of the death ray or teleforce. A teleforce weapon was a media sensation, and while it was never proven to work, the idea has since appeared in many science fiction works. What science fiction work? That nuclear bomb y'all dropped over there on that TV screen where the cameras was able to resist and already set up like Hollywood to show everybody the nuclear bomb that you dropped. You should have dropped it and left the bitch invisible and just let our mind thought about it. But you wanted us to see it, bitch. You wanted us to see it, bitch. Huh? I gotta go, y'all. I'm shaking. I gotta go. See? Foundation for modern effect. Tesla foundational work in electricity and electromagnetism. Electromagnetism, like gravity, paved the way for the visual effects used in modern cinema influence. What's cinema? Then they just thought that's cinema. That's a cinema in modern cinema. I thought it said cinema. It says cinema. And used in modern cinema, but y'all don't use in Hollywood though. Influencing everything from how lights are used to the physics and special effects. This what y'all wanted with Tesla. Tesla was showing y'all how to get up in that bitch. Tesla was showing, I told y'all, Tesla was gonna goddamn give motherfucking that what it is, the Verma, that shit they had, the post been acting like some space shit. I told y'all it had something to do with TV. But I ain't never take a step forward to go ahead and connect it to Hollywood, see. But I told you, his nephew, Tesla's nephew, was going to be able to give Hitler this shit. And this why they want to stop Hitler, because Hitler would have been over all the broadcast systems and all this shit that they got them put in place. He would have been able to trick the world and persuade the world the way he wanted to against the Jew. And once they got hold to the technology some kind of way, the Nazis stopped hating the Jew and started hating the nigga. How the fuck that happen? World perception, through television, through tell a lie through the vision. Cause anybody get control of the shit gonna goddamn control your thinking, nigga.
That shit is called the Vermana. That's what that motherfucker called, the Vermana. And that supposed to be the first space travel. Cause they were faking it. The Vermana. If they had the technology, why did they just go to the moon with the Vermana? Cause it was about broadcasting.
Y'all don't get it, dude. Huh? Y'all don't get it, dude. I don't play. Why did? Tesla Foundation work electricity and it paved the way for the visual effects used in modern cinema, influencing everything from how lights are used to the physics of special effects. What? Watch this. Fictional beams, fictional technologies like tractor beams seen in Star Trek have been used to create visual stunning. This the first nigga, Buck Rogers, Star Trek, that's how they first started this space shit. Walt Fictional technology like tractor beams seen in Star Trek have been used to create visual stunning moments in movies influenced by Tesla ideas. What about the world's movie y'all put on for us, nigga? That make Japan own us, my nigga. Why did? No Tesla beam telling us the same shit. I had to make sure I had it. Why did? The Tesla death rate is fictional as single working invention. Tesla death rate beam is fictional. That's what I put in now. The Tesla death rate beam is fictional as a single working invention, but it is based on Nikola Tesla's real proposal for a particle beam weapon called teleforce, television, teleforce, telecommunications. That is the hell of again the first. Yeah. Tesla, Nikola, I told these folks down there, fuck all you gotta do is watch these, yo. In Japan, don't give a fuck about making them look stupid. Why did? Tesla never built a working prototype, and many scientists were skeptical viewing it as. And I showed y'all that man eating that nuclear shit, eating that shit, licking out his hand, eating it, showing it that this shit was not dangerous as long as you keep them holes apart. I'm gonna run that shit again. I might not be able to run tonight, but I'm tired. I mean, I ain't tired, but I gotta go work at 3 o'clock. I gotta hit the plantation. They got me participate. Yeah. Tesla never built working prototype, and many scientists were skeptical, viewing it as more of a theoretical or speculative concept due to the lack of funding and concrete evidence. But y'all had Tesla in that hotel, the New Yorker. Then y'all turned around and built the Manhattan Project with that nuclear shit after y'all knocked them off and took his blueprints and shit. Right? But it was speculative, and the whole hotel was being ran and powered, lights lit up and everything. The first floor and the basement floor of the hotel was being ran and energized by Tesla technology. So how is shit speculative, nigga? You living and using his free energy in that New York hotel? Huh? Y'all see the video, man. Somebody here gonna, we gonna get 2 more people. We gonna get 2 more people to goddamn jump on board after this one, right? We need to share it on goddamn Twitter and TikTok and Facebook. Yeah, say this shit. And hit that nigga goddamn all charged and white. Them I need to at these niggas so they can goddamn get on these niggas' ass out here with some real shit. Y'all, Mr. I ain't 8, man. I'm about to man. My son probably 8 hours shit up. It's my speculative. What the fuck? Why it did not exist. The idea has heavily influenced science fiction and the concept of directed energy weapons as a real area of modern military research. Notes. What? That's just like that 9 straight ain't real no more. Fuck you talking about this shit real, nigga. Y'all took this man, hold up. A fictional idea based on the concept while the term death rate is widely known. Was a large media misnomer for Tesla's teleforce particle beam weapon. Tesla's original proposal was meant to be a defensive weapon to prevent war. Not to kill. And he stated, but y'all wanted to act like y'all don't kill with it. Pay attention to what I'm showing y'all now. To prevent war. Had to get rid of him. They had to get rid of them hippies out there to my no more war. Nigga, this how we gonna take this shit, cause God gonna make us war against these niggas forever. Cause we start war and they gonna be able to figure out shit. And he stated it did not use death rays as they are not powerful enough to be business. Oh, what y'all want to kill a nigga from goddamn space and all that shit? Beam a nigga up sky then? Come on, man. Never built or proven. Tesla was unable to secure the necessary funding to build. Why? Everybody was behind it, including Donald Trump, them unking all of them in that New Yorker hotel there. The astronaut, them Jews was behind them and everything. But y'all had to get him out the way. And Hitler too. But y'all the same folks though. Don't worry about it. Let's go. You not the necessary funding to build a working prototype of the teleforce device. But I bet the government gonna have a lot about this. He presented his ideas to governments. Ooh, not just U.S. The governments, but they were met with skepticism, and the device never went beyond theoretical proposals, according to Science History Institute and Facebook post. Fuck Science History Institute, nigga. Influence of what about Popular Science magazine? I go see who else wrote, bitch. Influence on popular culture due to the lack of a working model and his mysterious papers after his death. The death rate.
We gotta go get them declassified motherfucking. I gotta go get that. Somebody remind me. I gotta go get that declassified information. Cause I'm gonna find some shit in that bitch. No, I'm gonna find some shit in that bitch.
Became a popular fixture in science fiction stories and films. Who did the famine? Who did the famine? Who did the famine? See, we ain't talking about no nigga jigging script. I told you, Uncle Fed is a bust her upper and I bust up the big script. No nuclear bombs are not fiction. No, nuclear bombs are not. So is the nuclear bomb fiction? No, nuclear bombs are not fictional. They are real and have been developed and tested by several countries. For real, evidence includes declassified military reports. Where's the reports?
And then you know they did it. It say in New Mexico. They already got that half of the motherfucker. That's they shit. The whole West Coast over there, that's how that shit split. That's how that shit split. That's the belly of the beast though. I'm gonna show y'all.
Somebody go get them and send it to me in the email. Y'all know I'm just a dummy. Please, damn it. Somebody, see, I ain't chatting like you. I usually just say something. Go get them. Somebody go get these declassified military reports of these nuclear bombs. I want to read them. Somebody, well, goddamn little Bo Peep at. Charity, somebody go get these declassified military reports of these motherfucking nuclear shit. Ooh, I go get no, y'all don't fuck me like they don't work out. That's crazy. They got to get what I found in declassified information before. Get what I know I said. It said, all U.S. militaries make their calculations about the Earth according to a flat stationary plane. I got that from motherfucking declassified information. And they took my channel. See. I said, man, fuck it, I'll do that neutral nigga. What's up? I said, boom, nigga. Neutral, remember I got that out there declassified information. All U.S. militaries use their calculations about the Earth according to a flat stationary plane. They came from declassified. I need that declassified information about this shit here. See? I need that declassified information about this here shit there. See? Evidence include declassified military reports, historical accounts of their use on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. We need them reports. No, go get the report for me, dog. I need them out. Man, I gotta go to work. I'm on plantation working now. And records of numerous nuclear tests conducted since 1945. This shit recent as fuck, this Tesla shit. So you telling me this shit using fictional films? Who doing the fictional filming? Who got the world script? Japan. Who they showing it to? You. Who believe in it? You. The fuck I'm showing you the big script, nigga, the world script. I'm the busser upper. I'm Illuminati head boss in this bitch. I don't play. Okay, that was up. And my nigga that knew no fuck get through that. My nigga that through that. You know what I'm trying to tell y'all? Everything I've been pointing and asking questions about, I just be breaking that shit and just make you think that. I'm showing you the script. Been told you the world is a script. All this shit fake, and I know it. But I am with the JP going in and dig a little while to make you get your interested. But I'm trying to tell you this shit, man. Y'all putting two and two together now. They just told y'all the shit fictional was made and fictional shit and all that shit. And now they go right to Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
That's your soul. That's an answer talking to your soul. Yeah, we're gonna grease through the spirit shit. They're gonna shake your soul. That soul gonna make the truth stand up and they're gonna come to you. And you're gonna start seeing shit just as clear, like, man, these folks done play. Watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you.
You wanna see the classified information? I gotta go get that, but I ain't gonna get it.
You see that orange paper out deciphering all that shit, man? The ancestors were telling me that shit. The ancestors were telling me that shit. Burma, all that, they were telling me that shit. Then I named that bitch Key Walker. Man, I was talking to the ancestors, Malcolm X, all over. I just ain't been in tune with my shit like I supposed to. And been, you know what I'm saying? I used to goddamn be in that sun, get my praise on for real. They come to you.
The United States used nuclear bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. In Japan, used Nikola bombs. Nikola Tesla. Okay, his shit fake though. Why did? In Japan, at the end of World War II, the first nuclear test, what does it say? What does it say? Told you I'm dumb as fuck. Code and name. That shit code and name.
I ain't see it with it.
Code naming it. Code and naming. Code and naming. Fuck all that Trinity occurred in
Man, that shit say code named. That shit say code name Trinity. That's what the fuck that shit say. So the code name was Trinity. Occurred in New Mexico on July 16, 1945. In New Mexico. They already got that. Mexico, New Mexico, them over already off and now. They got that. They came in from the west half of that motherfucker. Matter of fact, I'm through with it. We already ready. Y'all don't listen to the rest of this shit? Was all here. We used to be all here learning. We used to be all here learning. Sleep. Just listen. Hell yeah, we listening out. We learning our sleep. We absorb information. That's why we sleeping on that bitch. Do you know how you do that motherfucker shit? Yeah, you be 24/7 in that bitch. Then he snoring. They get on their ass. You need to be snoring. Nigga tired. Fuck y'all job.
Mexico.
They be researching and everything.
In 1945. Ongoing documentation since the first text, multiple nations have conducted over 2,000 nuclear tests at various sites around the world. Well, we want to know. Conspiracy theorists debunk claims that nuclear weapons are a hoax or false. For example, the idea that no camera could survive a nuclear blast is incorrect. Why? Because y'all niggas had the camera set up to show it to a nigga? Watch this. As cameras were housed in specially designed, hardened casing to withstand the intense.
So why you can't put a special casing around the goddamn world? You mean to tell me this shit gonna end the world? This shit gonna end the whole world, but the camera gonna survive? Like the ID survive every time they do some dumb shit, but they go in there and get the ID of the motherfucker. Everything else blow the smithereens except the passport and ID. Screw up shit. Like this. Huh? Nigga blow shit to smithereens, they still go in there and find the passport and ID that belongs to the motherfucker. So the camera's gonna survive all this nuclear shit, this nuclear explosion, the camera's gonna survive. Man, come on.
What? The shit that supposed to cause y'all testing this shit and shit supposed to cause birth defects for years and generations to come and the grass won't grow. Nigga, y'all using a motherfucking volcanic craters in the earth to fake nuclear motherfucking bombs and also to fake ass meteorites coming to kill us and hit this so-called planet. Bitch. That's why those volcanic areas are so important. No, let me ask you a question. How many times the bearded Southern honey child went to sleep in Hawaii and woke up in Japan or Korea? I'm saying like he just walked next door. I'm gonna wait on them. Cause I just said something about that to them. I told you that Pacific Ocean, they gonna have to answer the UNC FED. I ain't in the fuck with. Yo, I'm gonna give us a platform and put everybody like where they supposed to be there. How many times this nigga woke up in Hawaii? How many times one nigga in Hawaii wake up in Japan?
I want to run this shit till I get the Trump ad. They took the video and we got the Trump ad. I need to let it run till we get the Trump on the man. I need to run till we go get to the 9/11 dictator there. The Ashkenazi head boss there. Yeah, Israeli, your goddamn puppet there. I need to run it to the end, but I want to go on. I want to get on that motherfucker. I want to get on that goddamn shit I got on today, showing y'all how these motherfuckers. I want to get on that shit. I gotta go to bed.
Sergeant Honeychild, he lived in Hawaii. He went to Japan and Korea, all that shit. He went to Japan, goddamn, about 3-4 times right in our face, my nigga. Yeah. We were okay. Let me get back in this bitch. Okay, so they got the lenses and the cameras ready to show the world this shit. They got okay. The existence of nuclear weapons or the potential for mass destruction are a significant global concern. Blow the globe up. I guess a fuck list about the globe.
Got the globe fiction.
And their power is not exaggerated in popular culture according to the sources like
the globe fiction. They can keep running this script because they know that shit ain't real. So it's a script, it's a movie. It's a movie, it's a world's movie. This shit fiction. They tell it on themselves, but you gotta be able to read between the bullshit. You can't believe they. They say this, they say that. Fuck they. They ain't talking about shit. I'm trying to tell y'all, it's a movie. And as long as they use that word global, they can take it in any direction they want to take it in. Because the truth ain't got to stand up. They just told the other day when they read the shit they got down. They just told the other day when
the sources like
goddamn the truth can be changed at any time. Because all this shit fake.
Center of the disease control. The nigga they be out there with no mask on, getting dead bodies that's supposed to be deadly to inhale and all that shit. The president out there with the body bags moving and shit. This nigga, I go put it up now. He out there on the scene. The motherfucking president and CEO of the motherfucking CDC. He out there with no mask on, no. Everybody else got on white contaminated suits. He out there breathing everything in. Body bags moving, probably goddamn hazardous. And that's what they talking about? Man, come on. I'm trying to show y'all some real shit, man. I'm trying to show y'all some real shit. Historical evidence the United States used nuclear bomb on Hiroshima. Okay, boom, go down. Okay, we already did that to make sure I got this shit. Following Nikola Tesla. Now watch this. If Nikola Tesla shit was so fake, why would the military seize his motherfucking records and say that it was a threat to the oncoming war in World War II? Why would, if his shit so fake, why would his shit impact the mind and thoughts of a government military? Cause they gonna use this shit to impact the world visually, nigga. They gonna tell they line of vision and y'all niggas scared to death. And then somebody, God promised you a land, nigga. God gave you the land, nigga. The fuck God ain't promised you shit just like he ain't promised them. He promised them something in their story. But he gotta promise you. Now you wanna latch on to the promise. I'm the real Hebrew, I'm the real Justice League. I'm the real Jesus Black. I'm the real Hebrew. I'm the real Jew. I'm the real, I supposed to get the real promise. Ain't no real promise. Ain't no God never promised you niggas nothing. I'm crazy, man. Now Following Nikola Tesla's death in 1943, the U.S. government seized his papers and belongings due to the concern during World War II that his advanced research, particularly on the particle beam death rate, could fall into enemies' hands. I thought AI just told me this shit was fictional and just for motherfucking filming and illusions on the world. Man, somebody put an 8 in my check. I ain't got no check. Don't nobody fuck with me. Somebody put a motherfucking 8 in my check. I ain't had no 8 in my check in so long. That's crazy. And I be bringing this shit to y'all like this, huh? This whole ass nigga AI. See how I just made this bitch look stupid. See how I just made this bitch. Man, AI, man, Elon Musk, your son, give a fuck how smart the computer say your son, and your son can't fuck with me, nigga. Cause I'm the script buster upper, nigga. Shout out to my nigga ATF in that bitch. Shout out to my nigga Neutral, nigga, up in that bitch. 8 in my check, bitch. Yeah, we up in that bitch. Then you just say Tesla shit was a joke. So why the military season and how Donald Trump uncle end up with his blueprints and him and Tesla running this, him and Elon Musk running the script like they ain't got nuclear reactors and all this old shit to do anything with, cause they wasn't doing nothing but setting up the big screen. Though what it's for? Sound like Blu-ray to me. Sound like some motherfucking whole lot of internet shit and Wi-Fi shit and television shit. The food, the word, that what the fuck it sound like to me. I'm just saying the unfed, flat earth discussion. That what it sound like to me, my nigga. Let me read this shit again. Following Nikola Tesla's death in 1943.
This nigga so funny. I laughed myself. This nigga said, now let me read this shit again. This nigga stupid.
The U.S. government seized his papers, his belongings, due to concerns during World War II that his advanced research ain't never do that, particularly on the particle bomb depth rate. They say just use the movies in Star Trek, and you just ain't shit. Could fall into enemy's hand. What enemy? Y'all ain't want Hitler to goddamn the Vermonter. That was the name of that bitch. It was the Vermonter. And I told y'all that Vermonter was all about like television broadcasting. And they knew Nikola Tesla's nephew was kicking it with Hitler and it would wind up in Hitler's hand. And they received the whole concept of Hitler killing Jews on that TV. All of a sudden, Nazis ain't like niggas, but they came to nigga land. They had asylums and concentration camps and everything and put them all before us in the United
In the northwest motherfucking tip of Africa was a Negro land too. And that shit sits in the west. I'm gonna show y'all, my nigga. The northwest tip of Africa, that's why it's inside my brick clip on that logo, man. I'm kind of trying to show y'all I don't play no game, man. The northwest tip of Africa sit in the west. That's why they had all our shit over there and they I'm trying to tell you, man. And the rest of them northern motherfuckers was usurped by the Middle East.
They ain't put them hoes before us in the United States of America. Supposed to went over there and saved them hoes. And now the Jew got their foot all up in our ass.
These bitches owe me for my dope. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm Illuminati here, boss. Y'all hold me taxes on every brick y'all got out of Colombia, Cuba, and Peru, bitch. That's all my dope. Y'all can have the marijuana, bitch.
And y'all still on the globe with these hoes. And still on that Jesus shit with these hoes. And I can go back and show you, because I already showed you how that shit came from them. And you niggas still use their concept to try to prove your points. Y'all niggas ain't talking about that, man. This unfed 3GD for life. I don't play with them. I ain't gonna have my brain. If I'm gonna use my imagination, I'm gonna use my own. Real shit. The confiscation of Tesla's research. Who seized the papers after Tesla's body was discovered? Represented, we died in that New Yorker. From the Office of Alien Properties, worked with the FBI, seized his possessions from his hotel room in New York City, in that New Yorker, where they was using his technology for years to have electricity, free And now you telling me his shit a hoax. And then they started in Manhattan. Then they started the Manhattan program, which I just showed y'all. What the Manhattan program was to develop the nuclear bomb. But it's fake, nigga. Nah, y'all scared cause Iran can't have no nukes. And all this shit Trump talking about tariff. How the fuck, I told that tariff saying there was some water taxes, man. China, you owe China over hundreds of millions of dollars, nigga. I'm the first president to get China to pay us money, for what? Man, for a tariff tax. And that's his whole strip, not tariff. He ain't talking about nothing. He denied it. Let me get on his ass. Watch this. Tesla was known to have been working on a powerful particle beam weapon, which he referred to as the Teleforce or peace rate, that could, because he was against the war, that could theoretically destroy enemy's planes from hundreds of miles away. Given the ongoing war, the U.S. government acted to prevent this potential valuable military technology from reaching the Axis powers, the Mongolians. They in cahoots, y'all. So now it's a powerful military weapon. AI, you tripping, you slipping. So now it's a powerful military.
I saw your man eating that shit and everything. We run that shit all the time. That shit fake. This is a show they put on for the world. They took his technology and started installing fear into the world through sight, through television. His shit was telecommunication. He gave a Vermont. He gonna get a Vermont to Hitler. The Soviets already had the Vermont, so why they ain't go to the moon for themselves? All this shit is script. The world is script. Everything global is fake. Cause ain't no globe. Oh, I'm gonna show you.
Your weapon now. Just say it was used for fictional Star Trek. D-Mills got a shit. So now it's a powerful weapon. The government got to go get it because it'll knock an airplane out of the air like that. It'll knock the 9/11 buildings down and shit. Huh? Reaching the Axis power. Where the Axis run from? From
east run from one side
to
the
west. Ain't no south and north hemisphere, no ball. Nigga, that shit running from east to west, nigga. That far east side there. Them hoes need to check in. We need to go get goddamn with the nigga name down in Houston, man.
Jay Prince Jr., stupid ass.
His son, the junior, there to tell the nigga to check in. That's who they need. Them niggas from them islands over there, them niggas need to check in. Them extra lands over there, fuck them niggas need to check in. That's who the fuck need to check in. Can't y'all got me fucked up? Can't my guess so I can't even think of my nigga name. Run Jay Prince down. Yo, Jay Prince Jr., you need to go over there and get them hoes over there to check in, nigga. That's who the fuck need to check in. Tesla is an allegory. Shit, that's what they trying to say. But free energy ain't no allegory. They lighting the whole building up off his technology.
The same,
Tesla was the truth. In the booth, he was
straight dropping goddamn. I be in the bush, man. I be looking at shit. Straight dropping goddamn and Gills just went up there. They went up there and seen that nigga DC and all that shit and went to the hotel and everything. That same beverage man in that straight dropping out on that manager ass for real. I seen that shit.
Showing and proving. In the military wanted his shit to fake the world out. That's what I'm trying to say. Look at him. He wanted that shit to reach the Axis power. But did the evaluation fine? The government enlisted Dr. John G. Trump. Government enlisted Dr. John G. Trump. His name is Trump. An MIT electrical engineer and uncle of Donald Trump to evaluate Tesla's paper. Trump concluded that Tesla's later work was largely speculative and philosophical.
What is that?
It ain't bullshit. And did not not contain any practical work designed for a death ray. I know it then. But because it was all about telecommunications and visuals on televisions and Blu-rays and beams and motherfucking Wi-Fi's and all this kind of shit that you got now, bitch. But y'all continue to scare the world with this shit. The mystery of the fate of Tesla. You see who got him? And you tell me that and Elon Musk was one of Trump's biggest backers when he first come into this motherfucker. The 9/11 dictator there. Okay, chill. I'll just make sure y'all say that. Now, there ain't no allegory there. I know you're on point. I had to make sure that missing documents after the court battle, the bulk of Tesla's belongings were transferred to his nephew. What his nephew name is? Savo. I've been looking for this. Kosanovic. Savo Kosanovic. And that nigga sound like he. It sound Russian, but he was fucking with his nephew to fuck with Hitler though. To give it to them Jews.
I gotta look him up.
And eventually, I think that's script too though. Let me shut up. And eventually sent to Nikola Tesla's museum in Belgrade, Serbia. However, reports indicate that while Tesla owned 80 trunks of materials, only 60 arrived in Belgrade, leaving the fate of the remaining files unknown. Ooh, and that nigga wrote a book and said his nephew was gonna be the president. Y'all remember that? The book came out and that boy said that Trump, they been said Trump gonna be president. Why you think goddamn them cartoon characters already know what all this shit? The Simpson and all that though.
Prayer for. Dang. Where is it? We want to war. You do one, ain't?
Where is it?
Yeah.
We want to war.
You do.
You do one, ain't?
Yeah, nah, go back, nigga. You do.
So boom. Up in that bitch. D for life on RTV shortly after World Trade Center towers were attacked. In the conversation, he discussed the attacks, the building structure integrity, and his view on how the U.S. should respond. This when he became the 9/11 dictator. Reactions to the attack. Trump called the attacks just a terrible scene. A scene. And a terrible sight.
That shit I was looking for the other day, that interview, I couldn't get it. But I told y'all, Trump came out that motherfucker and explained how that shit, how the structure was made, and the planes could not have brought the motherfucking building down. He can't explain it to the world. They were made by the jump on the dick. But then he turned right around and took that blame off them Israelis that they found on that New Jersey bridge with all them goddamn bombs and that goddamn solution that they put on them goddamn beams that made that building collapse. And the third building collapsed, the Sachs building, the Goldman Sachs building collapsed and collected insurance twice for 2 hits on builders that didn't touch that building. And they had just took the insurance. I be telling y'all this shit. But I'm finna go. I want to see what they said did today. I want to see some of that shit I did today. What them goddamn videos at? Them goddamn videos at? They go. They go. Yeah, let me go to the goddamn. What I had goddamn. Oh, I want to show y'all this right now too. I might play some of these clips and get took out there. I want to show y'all some of this shit too. Man, stop playing on me, bitch. This shit right here. I want to show y'all some of this shit right here too. This shit here. The land of the lost. All this Mongolian shit. The show where you're likely talking about is a space giant, a Japanese science fiction series from the 1960s. They wrote, see? Then they gonna tell me it wasn't no Mongolian It was a Jap. Hold up. Let me go back. So I want to show y'all that. Them extra lands right there. That I'm finna show y'all. I'm finna run these videos. I want y'all that. I might play some of this old shit. Them mother gonna tell me it wasn't no goddamn Mongolian, but it was a Japanese family. The fuck? The family consists of the father, Goldar, mother, Silvar, and the son, Gang, who could all transform into rockets. I remember this shit. The characters, while they weren't Mongolians or Chinese, the show featured a Japanese family, the Moras. Mar means to take from perfection. I'm telling you what Mar means to these motherfuckers. They don't like the sun. Who befriended the robot family in America in the American version. Although they weren't Mongolians or Chinese, the show featured a Japanese family. What the fuck is Japanese but they ain't Mongolian? Hey, your ass crazy here, boy. Your ass crazy here, boy. You and your son crazy as fuck. Think y'all finna come in, bitch. I thought nigga like Bill Gates and be smart as fuck. Bill Gates much smart with a dumb ass. Now y'all niggas ain't got no motherfucking sense. Look at all these goddamn corporations over here in the goddamn America. Now let me go on back. Let me go on back and do this shit, man. I ain't got time to play with these folks. Go on back and get on my shit. I ain't got time to play with these folks. Let me go run these videos for the day. So Japan in the West now, huh? And that shit right there look just like my brick clip. Cause I got it from the MasterCard, so I had to clip it lands. And that's the moon going in front of the greater light and exposing who God is. That black disc. That melanated disc. Let's run this shit right on.
I told they cut across the belly. Now you see how some of the goddamn north will cut across the belly. See how motherfucking knew? The I do. That's that 9 straight sitting in the center of this bitch. The Baron straight sitting in the center of this bitch.
Okay.
The 33rd bullseye. See, 33 sections to this motherfucker. It's 33 degrees to this motherfucker. It's 33 sections to this motherfucking bullseye. And right in the middle, you'll see that a 9 straight right there. And them European, them Frenchmen had it mapped out as Japan being sitting right to the eastern side, but they had them trying to show them on the north, right there on the borderline, right there. You come through that a 9 straight. See? So that's the United States right there to the left. There's some Sandwich Islands right there that I'm gonna get off into. There's some Sandwich Islands right there that I'm gonna get off into. I wanna know what that is.
That's your line right there, too. That's your corner right there.
All that shit.
That's your corner right there.
And French and Indian War and all that shit. We're gonna get off into. I'm showing you. The deception. Because when they ball this bitch up, these motherfuckers over here.
That's your line right there.
These motherfuckers over here, all these hidden lands that they ain't talking about. See, you got everything right.
That line right there, you see that line go straight up, and then that line go straight across. Then the X, that's your line. Coming from that, your line, the line coming from the north to the south. Your line, the one that comes from the north to the south, comes straight across Alaska and Canada there. Protect that corner, and it runs straight over to Canaan and protect that. Cause this is south and the west right here. And we ain't worried about India and all that shit. That shit's in the south, but all that shit been y'all them and all that. That's why them niggas think they Asiatic and all that. I don't go for what they talking about. I'm just talking about that little tip right there. That motherfucking northwest tip. That shit on our side. That's the west. That's why they had so many substantial motherfuckers. I got that screenshot. That's why they had so many substantial motherfucking temples and shit in Negro land. That's Negro land. This was Negro land. Was the northwest tip was Negro land. And then the United States became Negro land. And then they want to tell you they brought you across the Atlantic, but they really was bringing you up. They really was bringing slaves from goddamn South America up to North America. And I keep saying up, but I don't even say up, but they got me fucked up. Bring them from South America over to North America. The other slave trade would come on you. They was just enslaving you on your own motherfucking land. I come and bury you and slave you on your own land. You want to come across no motherfucking Atlantic. And when they would come across that motherfucking Atlantic, we would feed they motherfucking ass. Man, the West feed the world, man. They had their own rainforests and gold and all that shit. We had our own shit too. This the old world order right here. Cause we fed all of them. What you fed? That goddamn dope. That goddamn dope. Yeah, that's what they want, that goddamn dope. Get your head back up in there. Get your head back up in there. Get your head back up in there. Now let's go.
See, you got everything right there. North America, Mexico, South America. You see how they got down, how we split with the northern half of these motherfuckers. That's what my beach line gonna be, goddamn. Yeah. It's Africa sitting over here in the northwest. Why you think they had so many motherfucking great temples in the northwest tip of Africa? See, that's the northwest tip, and it's in the west. The northwest tip of Africa is in the west. Yeah, we the west. Even Alabama and Florida and all that shit in the west. Mexico even sitting in the east, see? We the west. Mesoamerica, though you gonna find the old, we the west. And there go Alaska right there. Right? There go Alaska right there. That's Alaska right there. See? And that's how they say they come in right there. That's Alaska. But they put it on the map and show you that straight up and send Alaska far out goddamn north and like it's wrapping around the imaginary ball. But they go to land, they hide right here. See them lands? It's the Far East right here. And see, once they goddamn let them boys get in cahoots with them and do their little thing and make up their little dinosaur and all that shit there. See, now they can be real deceptive. Cause now the Pacific, the back of the ball, there it is right there. These headlands right here. Now they gonna be able to play Pacific, back of the ball type shit. And they gonna be in the west and in the east when they get ready. They can put themselves in once they make that ball, they can put themselves in the northern or southern hemisphere. All up under this so-called the Arctic. What the Arctic at? The Arctic over here. The Arctic over here. And they distract you with all that North Pole shit. All that North Pole shit, all that shit is right in here. Ain't no North Pole, man. This shit flat as fuck. And these the people that deceiving the world of Mongolia, the one who got there getting all the change, who running the world. Y'all don't see that shit. Look at that shit. What all them hidden islands, what all these islands and shit is over there. Look at all them islands and shit right there. Look at all them islands and shit right there. That's headquarters right there. That's headquarters right there. They up on the ice like a motherfucker. Headquarters right there. my motherfucking cocaine in their system. Huh? Them Pharaohs got my cocaine in their system. We feed the world. The goddamn OMEC Canada end up being over there the best on that motherfucker. Huh? Want y'all to study that motherfucker. The Alaska right there where I told y'all. And Japan just put themselves into where they want to. That's India. All that, see, that's why them goddamn Northern Africans is all up in Europe with them. Because they sitting in the South. And all that shit become the Middle East. All that shit Asia. That's why them niggas to the Asia. Some of you niggas may be. But nigga, we on this west over here. And in the north too. They sit at that clip right there. We feeding all you motherfuckers. And them bitches come across here to my Canada sit up on top out here. They go Canada right next to Africa, right next to Alaska in the middle of this.
Ice and mountains shit out there.
Come on down to the United States. They go goddamn, and here go goddamn how they come in right here. That's why they come in through New York first and all that shit. Them colonies come in through this motherfucker right here from Canada. Them Brits, them Vikings, them Norse coming in on our ass. And they go to Gulf, they go Florida, Louisiana, right on the border, Louisiana, and that's how them Europeans come across this motherfucker. And up in that motherfucker right there, come down out of Canada, in cahoots against the melanated people. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. It's their logo. And not my motherfucking logo. But what is all that out there? This the deception. These the motherfuckers who run this shit right here. These Mongols out here. So now this is what's gonna be the backside. That's what's on the backside of the Pacific. I just showed y'all this shit said the Pacific and the North Atlantic. The Atlantic Ocean sits in between Africa and South America right here, and the Americas right here. This is where the Atlantic is right here. In between this shit right here. This the Atlantic.
Sound terrible because I was at work talking shit today, nigga. What you talking about? I thought you just died, nigga. That D'Angelo, you came back from the motherfucking dead, nigga, to talk shit to a G like me, nigga. That's because I'm at work, nigga. That's motherfucking tractors and shit. Fuck wrong with you, nigga?
That's the ocean right here. And it goes on up and it becomes the Arctic up through here. So where it sit at? In the motherfucking east. These the dumbest motherfuckers in the world over here. These the Neanderthals. These the dinosaurs. We in the belly of the beast. We in the belly of the motherfucking dinosaur. And letting these hoes send us in the wonder with a globe and all that shit while they hide and protect daddy. This daddy right here, don't niggas. And you got them turtles.
All the information that gets dropped in this motherfucker, then they come into a sound terrible. Nigga, we done been playing on this bitch an hour or something. Niggas, a video I made while I was at work, nigga. Fuck you talking about?
It's all that I painted up with the J gonna come in at. They gonna goddamn run the script on the word. That was my sign now right there. Took them oil fields on the side of that bitch, all this shit. This Europe sitting up in there. European shit, Europe. So all that shit right there is Eurasia and Eurasia. And that's why them North Africans, goddamn, was in cahoots with it. And they call that the Middle East. And that's why when I tell you that hidden disappeared land, when I say goddamn it, that's goddamn motherfucking Tuscany and Italy sitting right there, that's what I mean. I ain't playing no motherfucking game. I said that's Tuscany and Italy. That's split right there. So what's gonna be right there and what's gonna be over there? I told you UK gonna be over there, bitch, on that side. What's gonna be right there? They're gonna be goddamn Norway and all. What do I tell you? I'm gonna go and decipher the rest of that shit. But we wanna know about this right here, cause this is the back of the ball right here. You looking for the back of the ball? The back of the water ball, here it is right here. And they can reposition themselves how they want to. Depends on how you come at their ass. Depends on how they gonna defend that shit. Depends on how you come. How they gonna defend it on faith.
I gotta give me a microphone to take work with me.
I'm on the plantation now. I'm getting my on the plantation. Sweet.
location.
But ain't no back of the ball. So now they goddamn stand that bitch up and claim a north and south. A north and south hemisphere with a ball. But the south really is Africa. And they sit in the east. And now they can be on the west and the east coast. Now they gonna be on the west and the east coast. They ain't really see that motherfucker. Y'all got so many lands on that place. Y'all whole plan, man. Go for both of them. Then all this shit, but all this shit got goddamn telling this shit on. Well, the rest of them lands is a sandwich island out there somewhere. That's how they say Hawaii sit in the goddamn Pacific in the west, but it's really close to their mom and dad on volcanic areas and shit. The Nyan Shishak crater and all that shit. Huh? All y'all Mongolians. Huh? Well, fine, y'all over here in this north over here, y'all in the Pacific. Huh? The Pacific is in the north, huh? Huh? Pacific is in the north, but the Arctic is in the east. Where North Pole? Man, we talking about the Arctic where y'all been playing up under ice and shit. And then say Antarctica. Let me show you where they say Antarctica. I gotta show where they say Antarctica post sit right over here. This South America down here, Antarctica post sit right over here. They ain't got Antarctica on the motherfucking bullseye. Is it an Antarctica in the west behind us? Or is that the same Arctic and the Antarctica, same motherfucking location, and they playing? Look at all them goddamn extra islands, them motherfuckers goddamn I do that. Ain't accounted for. Y'all gotta check in, bitch. When them boys in Texas told them goddamn, what boozing them telling them fuck me, y'all gotta check in, bitch. Y'all gotta check in with all that shit is out there. United Nations, we wonder what the fuck that is. There we y'all goddamn got NATO going on. What the fuck y'all got going on? All that extra shit over there. Coming up out of that motherfucker A's going out there to the extra. That's the island you're talking about. Now where Australia at, bitch? Huh? Now where Australia really located at, bitch? Huh? Yeah. Swag. So that's how you can goddamn be in the east or in the west when you get ready, cause you play the backside of so much invisible, imaginary water till you can position yourself how you want to position yourself when a nigga like me come at y'all ass. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. You see what I'm talking about? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. On y'all ass, you see. Everybody can't let go and leave this motherfucker slap up. I'm gonna leave this motherfucker slap up, then I'm gonna go run this motherfucker on 3 TV. Yeah, plantation life, my nigga. On their ass. On big. That way. On their motherfucking ass. Yeah. Plantation life. These the places who got the world enslaved. Hey, Trump. I'm trying to sound a horn, nigga. Arab. I'm be so they got that horn.
I said, let this shit play it out.
It's rated too, man. Nigga got that nice.
See what I got going on.
Shit crazy.
What is it? Oh, that's the old shit. I was on there right there. Oh, look. I was on there right there.
That's the story they told us. That's the story they told us. They said Napoleon got his ass whooped and hated goddamn.
Man, I was on there right there. I ain't know that. I just played that shit. I just played that video tonight. I just be playing this because I stay on the same shit. I'm finna go, y'all. I don't know what the motherfucking play. But one for y'all know I'm gonna go back on 3G and run something because I can't go to sleep. I called my daughter, go to sleep on her ass. Her and them children, they probably asleep by now. I'm finna download motherfucking TikTok and upload my shit. I was on the ass on this motherfucker. I ain't even know. Cause I been trying to figure them all out. I'm on the air. We on the air. Nikola Tesla. Shout out to you, my nigga. They took your shit and turned that shit into the biggest scare in the world. Oh. Let me go run that shit. Let me go. Damn, I want to goddamn. I rise, want to goddamn all. Download TikTok. Alright, I want to do download TikTok. Hold up. Alright, I want to hold up. Hold up. Show y'all the script. Show y'all the script. The big lie. That nigga here don't play. That is right there. That nigga here don't play. That nigga here don't play.
How to get $48,000 in 24 hours, part 2. There's this new debt program. It allows you to get a loan up to 100
claim from a protected location far outside the blast radius. Are nuclear bombs truly weapons of mass destruction, or are they really just weapons of mass deception? Footage of alleged nuclear explosions, when analyzed with a critical eye, reveal undeniable evidence of photo trickery. In much of the early black and white test footage, filmed in the 50s and 60s, and shown on newsreels and fear-mongering films, it is clear we are looking at fake model sets complete with miniature houses, vehicles, and trees. Notice the unrealistic and unnatural perfect rows of disproportionately thin trees. After the flimsy model trees are blown to one side, the film quickly cuts to clips of actual trees in some other location. Similar to how a stunt double changes with the main actor during the crucial action scene, these clips intersperse or sometimes superimpose footage of models with reality. The first H-bomb test, known as Ivy Mike, looks more like some stop-motion lava lamps than an explosion. Many other supposed nuclear tests appear to mix sped-up footage of sunrises with real explosions to give the effect of a much bigger blast. Footage from Operation Dominic appears to show a sunrise with the brightness slider rising in post-production. Suspiciously, in some videos, the explosions are so violent as to obliterate entire houses in an instant, but yet the camera filming right next to the house survives unscathed and unshook. The blast often comes from behind the camera, and not, as they claim, from a protected location far outside the blast radius. Someone moves the camera just before and during some of the blasts, and the camera is positioned at an oddly unrealistic height. What kind of shielded tower would the camera and cameraman have to be enclosed in to survive such a test? If nuclear bombs actually exist, why would there be a need to fake footage of nuclear explosions? The Trinity and other nuclear test sites were admittedly first loaded with hundreds or up to 1,000 tons of dynamite. Footage exists showing military men stacking gigantic piles of TNT and dynamite at nuclear testing sites. The official reason for this was claimed as, quote, comparative purposes, where the blast from hundreds of tons of stacked TNT would be compared to the nuclear bomb. With each team sent to separate islands, each stacking piles of explosives, but both told that the other island would have the actual bomb, it would be simple to deceive the very men creating the deception. Mushroom clouds are not unique to so-called nuclear weapons, and can be formed with enough TNT, dynamite, regular bombs, and other explosive materials. Later, supposed nuclear tests, like Able, were likely done using very large but traditional bombs, and the Baker test done using hundreds of tons of submerged dynamite in a vessel underwater. Nuclear fission occurs by bombarding uranium-238 with neutrons to split the nucleus and create the isotope uranium-235. During this split, mass is lost and converted into kinetic energy, which is known as nuclear fission. If each of those neutrons then goes into another uranium nucleus, causing more fission and many more neutrons, this creates a theoretical process known as an explosive nuclear reaction. Enrico Fermi's famous nuclear chain reaction test was done by stacking massive amounts of graphite and embedding balls of uranium within so that when the neutrons started flying through, they would be slowed by the graphite, collide with the uranium, release more neutrons, and then those neutrons would continue in a chain reaction pattern. This achievement, which was only detectable by Geiger counter, meant that the fission process could be sustained, but in no way proved the possibility of a nuclear explosive chain reaction. In reality, all explosions are gas-related. For an explosive chain reaction to occur, there would need to be an explosive gas created or added. The byproducts of nuclear fission are 94% heat and 6% radiation. No gas whatsoever is produced by nuclear fission, and so there can be no massive destructive blast. Furthermore, to achieve intense heat from nuclear fission, millions of atoms need to be split in a chain reaction, which requires a moderator to slow down free neutrons. No such moderator is included in nuclear bombs, and even if it were, there is no test evidence that even this would result in an explosion. Recently declassified minutes of the Manhattan Project's Interim Committee meeting on May 31, 1945, reveal that America had insufficient uranium to build the atom bombs supposedly used on Japan just a few months later. Dr. Compton, director of the Met Lab at University of Chicago, who oversaw production of enriched uranium and plutonium for the bombs, was quoted stating it would take another 3 years to produce the amount needed for the bombs. Yet just over 3 months later, America supposedly successfully produced and deployed 2 on Japan without being tested. Enrico Fermi stated they would need 1/2 to 1 ton of enriched material to create a nuclear bomb. Natural uranium metal contains concentrations of 99% U-238, 0.7% U-235, and 0.3% U-234. Therefore, to obtain 1 metric ton of U-235, you need 142.8 metric tons of natural uranium. And for each metric ton of natural uranium, you need approximately 1,000 tons of uranium ore. Supplies of such uranium ore are certainly not unlimited, and especially in the 1940s were in short supply. The Manhattan Project Interim Committee minutes specifically mentioned that
I'm just gonna turn the live off when this video stops. While we sleep. I love y'all, man. Truth don't need no help. You ain't gonna bend, break no foot. And neither am I. Another Nation 3GD for life, man. That's a boom.
even reactor-grade uranium was in short supply and wouldn't suffice. Yet just 3 months later, the bombs were somehow ready and dropped. The footage we were shown of the supposed nuclear blasts at Hiroshima and Nagasaki show what appear to be 2 superimposed smoke plumes atop one another, in an attempt to make the mushroom cloud look larger. Rather than making the blast look bigger, however, it looks more like some secondary blast began mid-air. The footage of the Hiroshima and Nagasaki explosions look very different from the many other test examples shown previously, each of which also looked very different from one another. In reality, Hiroshima and Nagasaki were firebombed, just like Tokyo and many other Japanese cities. When footage of the aftermath is analyzed, it is clear that the destruction is consistent with traditional carpet bombing and not from a single nuclear explosion. If the damage shown in footage from the aftermath of Hiroshima and Nagasaki was actually from these nuclear bombs, there would be a single central circular blast radius showing the most destruction at the center point, with gradually less expanding outwards. The debris and direction of destruction should all face outwards from this central location, and there should be an obvious blast crater at the site of impact. In World War II propaganda films, you can see footage of scientists pointing to the exact spot where the nuclear bomb supposedly landed on Hiroshima. Yet the area looks no different than any other, and has no discernible blast crater. The damage immediately around the point of impact is no worse or more pronounced than anywhere else. The destruction found throughout the two cities is in fact consistent with traditional firebombing, with all smaller wooden buildings decimated and only a few larger stone and reinforced concrete structures still standing. The propaganda films claim to show buildings with windows blown in one side and out the other, or Hiroshima Bridge having the paint burnt off only one side. But these examples are clearly cherry-picked to give the illusion of a single blast, when the overall destruction is similar to every other firebombed Japanese city. There is also no evidence of long-term radiation damage anywhere in Hiroshima or Nagasaki. According to the experts, there was to be radiation and nuclear fallout for thousands of years, affecting people, plants, animals, and every living thing in the vicinity, causing generational deformities and a veritable death zone. In reality, however, flowers, grass, and other plants started growing back within a month, and radiation levels have dropped in both cities, recovering to normality within years. Hiroshima and Nagasaki are now bustling modern cities, 80 years later, with no remnant of nuclear destruction. The people there are not all born with deformities or chronic ailments, and there is no dangerous radiation or fallout to beware. Radiation exists and remains present in an area after any and every explosion, not just supposed nuclear ones. So if you drop a bunch of bombs or blast a ton of dynamite and bring a Geiger counter, you will certainly register radiation, but it will not linger for centuries or millennia like nuclear radiation is claimed to do. As for the explosions which occurred at nuclear power plants like Chernobyl and Fukushima, these were gas explosions caused by the buildup of hydrogen, and not nuclear explosions. In fact, it is impossible for a nuclear explosion to occur at a nuclear power plant. Only gas explosions. Today, in Fukushima, you get more radiation from the backscatter scanners at the airport security gates than you do from their so-called nuclear disaster. The way nuclear power works is essentially just using hot radioactive material to boil water and generate steam, which drives turbines and creates electricity. One of the leading nuclear physicists in America, Galen Windsor, who was responsible for helping set up most of America's nuclear power plants, was a vocal whistleblower on this subject. He said nuclear power is really just the cleanest and most economical way to boil water, and that all nuclear power plants are essentially and practically just steam power plants. In his lecture tours he gave all across the country, Galen Windsor would talk about how he and other early nuclear physicists would regularly hold uranium, plutonium, and radioactive waste with their bare hands without any ill effects. He quipped about taking swims in the nuclear waste pools to prove they weren't hazardous, and when his colleagues refused to believe him, he began drinking a glass of water from the pools in front of them every day. In footage from his lectures, you can watch Galen open a tiny canister of radioactive material.
See, this is a video I want to teach stay to see. She ain't stay long enough. It's all gonna show. That shit fake. Nigga, the shit fake, man. All everything got to do with global is part of the script, man. And they can keep running it as long as you believe. That they told you. All nigga, goddamn, Death Ray, all that shit was used for fictional shit. To run scripts on the screen. Just the big screen. And we stuck looking at the big screen. Until you stop believing anything they say. And God ain't promised us shit. He gave it to us. Life. Fuck gotta promise you something. Fuck who you is to promise you what, nigga. Gave it to you. The most fruitful land it is. Melanated beings, man.
Supposedly dangerous enough to cause an EPA disaster area 1 mile in radius, contaminating everyone in the building. He holds it in his bare hands, runs a Geiger counter over it, which registers off the scale, licks all the radioactive material onto his tongue, tests it with the Geiger counter again, and swallows it. Galen Windsor did this demonstration for years, with no ill effects, and lived into his 80s. After trying to blow the whistle with his lecture tours, the government confiscated his nuclear material, sent the SWAT team to his house.
Damn, they did a Nikola Tesla to him. They confiscated all his shit like they did Tesla. Because he was proving that they was lying about the nuclear shit. This man eating this radioactive shit, man. This man used to swim in a pool full of that shit, man. He used to take a dive in the pool at the place. He one of the top engineers of this shit. That man used to take swims in that shit, man. All this shit filth. My bad. All this shit filth, man. This man used to take swims in that shit, man. They had a pool full of that shit where he used to work at. This man used to swim in that shit, eat that shit. And we still letting these folks fake us out with some fucking nukes. Man, wake your children up. That's what I want you to wake up.
And began harassing him legally. He was quoted saying, "There is no such thing as nuclear waste. Only material for years." Material onto his tongue, tests it with the Geiger counter again, and swallows it. Galen Windsor did this demonstration for years, with no ill effects, and lived into his 80s. After trying to blow the whistle with his lecture tours, the government confiscated his nuclear material, sent the SWAT team to his house, and began harassing him legally. He was quoted saying, "There is no such thing as nuclear waste. Only material created in a nuclear reactor to be recovered and used beneficially. High-level waste is radioactive and self-heating, and so reusable uranium fuel fits that definition. But if you disregard its intrinsic worth, then it would fit the definition of high-level waste. But let's say there is no high-level waste, and only material to be recovered and used beneficially. Then what's the low-level waste fiasco? That's an excuse for a federally mandated, non-inspectable disposal system so that organized crime can get rid of any evidence they want, and it can never be dug up again. There are allegedly stainless steel containers buried in concrete under the ocean, boiling with hot radioactive material for 2,000 years. The production, storage, transportation, and disposal of nuclear materials is incredibly expensive and secretive. Protocols for dealing with nuclear waste materials involve allegedly burying it deep into the Earth's bedrock through such extensive, expensive procedures. In reality, as Galen Windsor showed, these nuclear materials are not nearly as hazardous or toxic as they are made out to be, and the over-the-top, secretive disposal methods likely double as black-budget, black-op covers. It provides the military-industrial complex a never-ending blank check for themselves to dip into taxpayer money. At many times during the nuclear arms race, America spent upwards of $50 million per day on nuclear weapons-related expenses, nearly rivaling NASA's huge budget. It is no doubt that incredibly high-powered ballistics, bombs, and missiles all exist, but the specific claim of nuclear weapons and nuclear explosions, which require fission, a nuclear chain reaction, and result in destruction on a scale far beyond conventional weaponry, is patently false. Nuclear fission simply does not produce any kind of gas necessary for such an explosion, and no moderator to slow down free neutrons is included in nuclear weapons. Declassified documents suggest the American government was years from having enough U-235 to produce the bombs allegedly dropped on Japan. Film analysis of Hiroshima, Nagasaki, and nuclear test footage show countless anomalies pointing towards photo trickery and deceptive wartime propaganda. Radiation levels quickly dropped, and the destruction attributed to 2 nuclear explosions looked no different from the neighboring towns and cities destroyed by aerial firebombing runs. The stories of the little boy and fat man bombs were just the myths necessary to create the scaremongering Cold War arms race that would soon begin. The threat of any nation being able to push a button and destroy entire cities or countries is a perfect, terrifying excuse for America to enter and make war with anyone that supposedly harbors or develops nuclear weapons. Since the early tests, alleged nuclear explosions have continued to get larger and larger.
That's when they got on Cat Williams' ass, man. Because he was talking about they never find the weapons of mass destruction. Nuclear bombs supposed to be weapons of mass destruction. And they was going to start wars, taking folks' shit like they did Iraq. Because Iranians supposed to have motherfucking weapons of mass destruction. And they still running a goddamn Iran can't have no nukes script on you niggas today. Man, y'all niggas tighten up, man.
While the payload continues getting smaller and smaller, to the point we are now supposed to believe that they can be carried in a suitcase. Teaching generations of children to duck and cover, hiding under their desks, has now instilled fear of a boogeyman just as bogus as the one under their beds.
A boogeyman. Just like the boogeyman up under your bed. These hoes have feared your ass to death, religious your ass to death, and space script your ass to goddamn death. Y'all ought to be tired, man. But I am. And the truth don't need no help. It ain't gonna be. Break no fall. I said, boom. I'm out, y'all. Kev J, you said that nigga Charles was listening to all shit. We out, Kev. We're gonna catch tomorrow, my nigga. Love you too, bro. All we gonna do is stand up behind this motherfucking truth. Support this motherfucking truth. And we other people gonna get together and make it do what it do. Until I come back. Y'all keep this thing motherfucking flat.